everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to discuss a very important topic, and that is how to lead a winning team. In the last video we discussed how to build a winning team using 5 key stages of team development like forming, storming, norming, performing and adjourning. And then we discussed some real life office conflicts like unclear roles, power struggles, resistance to authority, friction between the teammates, favoritism, and last but not the least is unequal growth dilemma. So if you haven't watched this video, I'll recommend you watching it first so you can understand the full picture. The link is in the description box. Now let's jump on to the next topic, and that is how do you lead the team once it's built. So there are 5 key steps to lead a winning team. First, building an emotional connection with your team. Second, understanding their behaviors. Third, understanding their needs. Fourth, controlling workforce retention. And last, applying different leadership styles according to employees' will and skill level. So in this video we will cover the first 3 steps, and the remaining 2 steps will be discussed in the next video. So stay tuned. Let's start from the step 1. So the step 1 is building emotional connection with your team members. What do you think? What's the foundation of great leadership? If I would ask that question myself, I would say that it's connection. Yes, building an emotional connection with your team members is the foundation of great leadership. When you take the charge, you build that connection with your team members. Remember, people don't follow titles, people don't follow flowcharts, people don't follow hierarchies, people don't follow organograms, people don't follow paper authority. They only follow one thing, and that is influence. Yes, they follow the one who can influence them, who understand them, who inspire them, who value them, who recognize them, and who listen to them, and who genuinely care about them. Daniel Goleman, in his book The Primal Leadership, talks about a concept called resonance. Resonance simply means to connect emotionally with your team members like the way. He says that the best leaders are the ones who try to understand their team's emotions, who listen to their ideas, who value their contributions, and who genuinely care about them. A leader don't just manage the tasks, he creates an environment where everyone feels heard, understood, and appreciated. And when this happens, people feel more motivated and engaged to give their best. So it's all about building that connection when people think you genuinely care about their growth and well-being. And the second step is understanding their behaviors. You will always have 2 kinds of people in your team. First one, self-motivated people, and second, not self-motivated people. Who are self-motivated people? They are self-driven, they are hardworking, they are responsible, and they are creative. And on the other hand, who are not self-motivated people? They are lazy, they are unmotivated, they avoid responsibility, and they avoid change. So the self-motivated people will be said the Y people, and on the other hand, not self-motivated people will be said the X people. Now, being a leader, the real challenge for you is to manage and lead the X people throughout the journey. Yes, what an inexperienced leaders do here, they start managing X people. They try to stringently control them, or in the worst case they fire them. So that's not a good approach. Before doing all this, you must jump into the root cause of the problem from where all this emanating. So we will see all that in the coming steps. And the third step is understanding their needs. Yes, what are needs? Needs are basically the things that are essential for the human growth and survival. For instance, food, shelter, safety and security, respect and recognition, and a strong sense of purpose. If these needs are not identified, and addressed, a leader cannot drive the performance and motivation. So what are those needs? Physiological needs, safety and security, love and belonging, then self-esteem, and the last, self-actualization. Let's unfold those needs. So the first one is physiological needs. These are the most basic needs: food, water, shelter, and clothes. If a person don't have these, they feel worried, stressed, and anxious. And the second one is safety and security. Once basic needs are met, the person now wants job stability and financial security. So they want to feel safe about their future, like having a steady job or savings in the bank. And the third one is love and belonging. When they feel secure, they look for love and emotional connection. This includes good relationships with family, friends, team members, and a supportive leadership. And the fourth one is self-esteem. Now they want respect and recognition, like being appreciated by colleagues, getting a private office, or even a respectful greeting. These things make them feel valued and important. And the fifth and last one is self-actualization. This is actually the top level. At this point, people don't care much about money or titles. They want inner peace, purpose, and a strong connection with their creator. They focus on personal growth and helping others. Let me tell you a real life story of David about the importance of needs in human life. Well, David was a quiet software developer in a new tech startup. He was a diligent guy. He was never late. He never caused any problems, and he always delivered his work on time. But one day, without warning, he resigned. The manager was shocked. He just called in David and asked, "You are doing a great job. Why are you leaving?" David said, I feel isolated. I don't feel valued. I was never recognized for my efforts. I just come here, code, and go home. I don't feel like I belong here." And the manager had no answer. He had given David a good salary. His physiological needs meet. He had given him a job security, safety and security needs meet. But he completely missed third level, a connection, love and belonging. And then the fourth, David needs for recognition and appreciation, self-esteem, it's also missed. So he realized he has missed something important. That's forced David to resign. Now the question is that how a leader can understand their needs. Yes, the first step is to emotionally connect with them. Second, have casual conversations and listen them actively. And the third, try to understand what they are going through. Yes, whenever you notice someone's feeling down, try to understand what need is missing instead of ignoring them. Whether it's a food, shelter, safety, security, love, recognition, appreciation, or a sense of purpose. You need to identify it and address it as soon as possible to keep boosting their motivation. So today we are going to discuss 5 interesting cases so you can understand the needs of your employees. And I guarantee, if you listen them attentively, you will be able to manage the most toxic teams even. So let's see what are they. Let's discuss the first case. And the first case is of Michael. Michael says he's completely exhausted from traveling long distances every day, and he does not even have a place to stay nearby. You tried to understand him and realized he is stuck at the first level, physiological needs, where the one is deprived of the basic needs like house or shelter to live. So, how you will help Michael in that case being a leader? Yes, you can help him finding an accommodation near to the office. This is the least help which you can do for him, and definitely it will boost his energy and motivation. Well, the second case is of David. David is constantly worried about job stability and financial security. you identified David is stuck at the second level of needs, like safety and security. Now, how you will help David in that regard? First, you assure him that if he meets certain performance goals, you will support moving him from contractual role to a permanent position. Yes, you will help him getting permanent role in his job. Second, for financial security, you can propose a provident fund policy to the CEO that deduct a small amount from salaries and return it like a pension, so that this will give them the feeling of financial security. Yes. And the third case is of Anderson. Anderson feels emotionally disconnected. There is no real bond with his team. He feels isolated and lack of energy. Now, you identified the problem with Anderson that he is stuck at the third level of needs, like love and belonging. Now, how you will address his need? Yes, as a leader, your role is to create a sense of we in the team instead of you. Remind everyone that we are not just a co-workers, we are like a family. And you can organize office dinners, team outings and game nights. So these small moments build emotional bonds, and emotional bonds fuel motivation. Well, the fourth case is of James. James is a hard worker, but he feels like no one sees his hard work. He's not getting recognized for the extra effort he put in. You identified that James is stuck at the fourth level self-esteem needs, where the one requires appreciation, recognition and respect. So what's the solution for that? The solution is recognize his efforts in meetings and gatherings frequently. Second, make him the employee of the month and put his name on the recognition board. And the third, post his photo on social media along his contribution. So these kind of acknowledgement will definitely boost his confidence and motivation. And the fifth case is of Mr. David, and it is going to get interested. All his basic needs are met: a beautiful house, a good salary, job security, a beautiful and loving wife, appreciation and recognition, air-conditioned office with all the gadgets, and a guard standing out of his office and saluting him. What else? What else left? But still David feels bored and unfulfilled. Now the question is that what Mr. David wants more to become satisfied. Yes, the answer is that Mr. David wants to create something big, something meaningful, something purposeful that can make a difference to humanity. Yes, and even for that, he has to put all his wealth and comfort on stake. Yes, and that's called self-actualization, and that's the highest need. So what amazing about self-actualized people are that they are rare. They are jewels. And if they don't find a purposeful or meaningful work, they may eventually leave. They may change their direction in the remembrance of their creator. Like some become Sufi or Darwish, some become monks, and some becomes Naga sadhus or sannyasis. Now the question is that how we can recognize those people. Yes, they are highly intelligent, they are highly intellectuals, they are very creative, and they often feel bored with routine, and that's the biggest indication. And they have a strong sense of purpose, and they take big risks, and they value truth and authenticity. Now the next question is that what we can do for the people like David. Yes, deploy them in the projects like R&D projects, research and development projects, innovation projects, marketing research projects, process improvement projects, prototype development projects, or strategic decision making, or any challenging task that keeps them curious and engaged. But don't deploy them in the tasks that are repetitive in nature, because they can't perform well there. And that's all for today. Leadership isn't about control, it's about connection. When you lead with heart, understand your team's behavior, and truly care about their needs, something magical happens. They don't just follow you, they believe in you. And that's the true spirit of leadership. So that's all. In the today's video, we have covered the first 3 steps to lead a winning team. First, building an emotional connection. Second, understanding your team's behaviors, and then understanding their needs. Now the remaining 2 steps will be covered in the upcoming video, so don't forget to watch it. It is going to get interesting. That's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more leadership tips. I will join you next weekend with another video, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.